Keon, who had always refused to have children with me, suddenly became relentless. For 3 days and nights, he took me over and over again, without any protection. I thought he had finally accepted me. Blushing, I held the pregnancy test in my hand, ready to share the good news with him. But before I could, I overheard a conversation in the company lounge. His voice, along with his childhood sweetheart and 2 close friends, filled with laughter. "You guys spoil me too much. I was just curious about whose child it would be after doing this. The 3 of must treat Kelsey the worst you could. If she finds out she doesn't even know who the father of her child is, do you think she'll be mad?" Keon scoffed. "Mad? She should be grateful. You didn't see how happy she was when she thought she could have a baby. How about we make a bet? Let's see who'd win. Whoever loses has to buy Kizzy jewelry at the auction. Nothing under 10 million. With their pride as men on the line, all 3 of them went all in, upping the stakes for themselves. Kizzy watched them argue, their faces flushed with excitement, and laughed delightedly. She glanced at me casually through the blinds, her expression indifferent. Keon pulled a stack of photos from his pocket and scattered them across the table. Damn, her face isn't even covered. If someone else sees these, there goes her so-called innocent reputation. Ha ha ha. Kizzy picked up a photo, glanced at it with disdain, and casually tossed it aside. The photo slid precisely through the crack of the door and landed right in front of me. My breath nearly stopped. I scrambled to the ground, desperately picking up my dignity and shattered pride, shoving them into my sleeve as if that could make them disappear. Tears poured uncontrollably from my eyes. Keon had only married me because of his parents' wishes. For years, he barely even touched me. I thought he had finally warmed up to me. So even though I knew there was something in the drink that night, I still obediently swallowed it, letting my reason slip away bit by bit. For the chance to have a child, for the hope of pleasing him, I had thrown away all my pride during those 3 days, giving in to him, responding to him, doing everything to make him happy. I didn't even know when they switched people, or when those photos were taken. All of this happened just because of a single sentence from Kizzy, their beloved childhood sweetheart. I ran out of the office as if my life depended on it. The overwhelming shame pressed down on me, suffocating. With my head down, I ran blindly forward. A walk that should have taken minutes stretched into what felt like an eternity. When I finally got home, I rushed to the shredder, feeding the photos into it again and again, watching them turn into tiny, meaningless scraps. I wished I could shove my filthy self inside and destroy it too. The loud slam of the door startled me, snapping me back to reality. It was Keon. "Did your period come this month?" I froze, unable to process his words. What? He curled his lips into a smirk, his tone almost teasing. "Sweet pie. It was 3 whole days. I have plenty of confidence in my abilities. Come downstairs, I'm taking you to the hospital for a checkup." Without waiting for my response, he grabbed me and pulled me toward the garage. When we arrived at the hospital, Keon's 2 brothers and Kizzy were already waiting. The group eyed me with ill intentions. The 2 men's lingering gazes sent shivers down my spine. Keon pulled me behind him. "They heard you might be pregnant, and they came to congratulate you. The test was quick, and just like my own test, it confirmed I was pregnant." Keon held the report, his expression unreadable, but Kizzy's displeasure was obvious. He looked up at the doctor. "Can we do a paternity test now?" The doctor glanced between Keon and me several times before replying, "It's only been 3 weeks. It's possible, but generally, we don't recommend it." He interrupted in a low, firm voice. "Then do it, right now." The doctor quickly added, "The only option at this stage is a uterine puncture. It's harmful to both the mother and the